Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. Always a joy to be with you. Today I bring you another story, and the reason I'm telling you this story is that in this period of stay at home, let your mind ponder on one or two things that could help your relationship with your husband be better, that could help your relationship with your in-laws be better. You know, God deals to us wisdom out of his abundance, and we could learn one or two things from each other. Today I will be telling you a story about an in-law of mine who came to my home and decided that the kitchen was hers. How did I handle that? I will tell you right after now. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then also touch up the notification bell so that you can always get alerted whenever I upload a new video. So I tell you a story, and the reason I'm telling you this story is because a young girl had come to me for counsel. She came to me for counsel because she has in-law trouble. You see, I do not believe that an in-law is a devil. That your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, father-in-law is the devil. No, I do not believe that. Because someday we are also going to be someone's in-law if the Lord Jesus tarries. With that at the back of your mind, it's so important not to tell anybody a devil, no matter how they behave. Rather, see the one that is behind them that is behaving so terribly, and get wisdom from God to help you handle it. So how did I handle this in-law of mine who came to my home and took charge of my kitchen? It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. So get yourself a cup of water, a cup of tea, a glass of wine, whatever you choose. I cannot exactly do that right now. So you are free to have a toast on me. Cheers. So hey, this in-law of mine came to visit. The first time that she had come to visit, we had no food at home. We had just gotten married and we just had our first child. She actually came visiting. We weren't expecting her. She didn't tell us she was coming on a visit. And then my husband was the only one working. I just had a child and I hadn't had a job, and I didn't have a job at that point. So cash was, our pockets were very loaded, if you know what I mean, very loaded. And then we were actually managing our lives the best we could. Remember that you just had a child, only one person is earning an income. You have to buy a lot of baby things, baby food, baby diapers. You just have to keep buying that. And then your own life also, your cooking, your feeding, your everything in that one pocket. It was a lot for us at that time, you know. So this sister-in-law of mine didn't tell us she was coming. I was just at home when she came, and we didn't really have food at home that day. I thought and thought. In fact, my baby's pap, my baby then took pap. He didn't like fiso cream, he didn't like Cerelac, he didn't like anything. We were just having, usually my weekends, even till now, I like to do akara and pap by myself for my household. I actually prepare the akara and I actually prepare my pap. But back then I wasn't preparing my pap, we'd buy pap. So that was what my son would have. As we were testing, we were eating on this particular weekend and we fed him pap, and he liked it so much, and I started feeding him pap from then, and I stopped with the fiso cream and the Cerelac and the what have you not. Okay. So this sister-in-law of mine came visiting. There was even very little pap remaining for my son at home. I haven't had lunch and I am breastfeeding. I haven't had lunch. I only had breakfast. I was waiting for my husband to come back from work and see what we could get for dinner. That was the state at that point in time. You know, when she came, you know, when your in-law comes, you begin to, hey, what will I give? Oh, what will I do? I was beside myself with worries. And my husband, being in the banking industry then, he didn't used to get home early. He gets home at about after 7. If you're familiar with banking, you know what their job schedule can be like. You know, so he gets home at after 7 or to 7 or thereabout. So my husband came and met the younger sister at home. And they greeted and everything. And I dashed into the room to meet him. I was like, your sister just came. There's nothing in the house for her to eat. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I was like, we have rice, but there's nothing with which to make it. And he was like, he had just a little bit over 700 naira on him. So I was like, okay, she likes fresh fish. Let's quickly run and go and get fresh fish. Which was not something I would have done for my husband and I, but because she liked fresh fish and she came and weren't expecting her, and she's a guest whether I liked it or not, I said to my husband, let me go and get fresh fish and prepare fresh fish pepper soup for her. With that she can eat the rice, because she's on the very heavy side. I just felt, you know, I should give her something nutritious. That was what I thought. My husband took me in the car. I left my baby for my younger brother, and I'm like, oh auntie, please, I will be back shortly. I instructed my younger brother. I said, please put rice on fire. I will be back shortly. Let me quickly go and get fresh fish. I was trying to be a good wife. So we dashed to Yanga Market. If you're familiar with Benin, Yanga Market is where they sell fresh fish, all manner of fresh seafood. When you go there in the evenings, they actually sell in the evenings from like 4 o'clock is when you really see fish in Yanga Market. Not now that you see a lot of pond fishes. Then it had to be river fish or sea fish or whatever. That's the category of fishes that you get in Yanga Market, both dry and fresh, and all manner of crabs and the like. So we dashed to Yanga Market. Very quickly, I got tilapia. Because she liked tilapia, my husband also liked tilapia. So I got tilapia. I was able to buy a few for some 300 naira. Quickly bought pepper soup, spices, and all the things I can use to make it. And we drove back home. And I was like, oh auntie, sorry, please, dinner will soon be ready. I dashed into the kitchen. The rice was already almost dry. So I proceeded to cleaning up the fish, cleaning the fishes, blending my small tomatoes, pepper, and everything to prepare pepper soup. The way they prepare pepper soup in Delta, they call it ofe nsala. So I went on to prepare the ofe nsala so that she can use that to eat her rice. And by the time I was done, Lord God, it was after 8ish to 9. So I was like, oh auntie, sorry, there was nothing in the house. I had to dash to go and quickly, you know, get you fish, something that I know that you will like. Please bear with me. And she was like, oh, no problem and everything. So I served her. In the morning, I now, we made tea. Myself and my husband were like, okay, we can get bread, and tea is the fastest thing that she can eat. So she had her tea. She was now going to go to her village, so she joined my husband to work. She just stayed the night, stayed the morning, and then followed my husband to work in the morning, and they dropped her off, and she proceeded to Delta State where she was coming originally. Guess what? Several months after her visit, a mate called me. I have a mate who were in good rapport. So she called me and like, Mary, so and so auntie said she came to visit you, that you staffed her, you didn't give her food. I was taken aback. I was shocked. To say I was shocked was the least of it. I was dumbfounded. Someone had never put me in such a state before. And I was like, hey, that was not what happened. I said, see, let me just tell you the truth. There was no food at home the day auntie came. There was nothing at all. I was actually waiting for my husband to return from work so that we can get something to quickly prepare to eat. I said, so when she came and there was no food, I was waiting for my husband to come back. I said, even my son's pap in the flask had almost exhausted. So it was as I went to buy food that I also got my son's pap so that he could eat that night. I said, I am breastfeeding. I didn't even have lunch. I didn't have lunch because there was nothing in the house to eat. I said, so for her to say that I starved her would not have been correct. I said, but I went out, to get her fish just to make up for her not getting food to eat, even though she came without notice. I was like, so I rushed out and I got her fish, prepared fresh fish pepper soup for her to eat her white rice, so that just to make up for that shortfall, because I didn't know that she was coming. I would have prepared, but I didn't know. And my in-law was like, she has been threatening. My mate started telling me that she has been threatening, that she's going to come to visit you again, that when she comes again, she's going to go into the kitchen. After all, it's her brother's house, blah, 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 blah. And this woman that we're talking about, she was not my mate, other than, I was like, hey, God Almighty, how did I get into this in-laws wahala? But I was like, anyway, if she comes, she wants to enter kitchen, it's all well and good. After all, it's her brother's house. Guess what? She came truly after my son was almost 2 years old. She came visiting. I wasn't at home when she came. When she came, my brother was at home. She didn't ask my brother to prepare anything for her to eat. In fact, I think then I even had a house help also. If I remember, if my memory serves me right. No, it was just myself and my brother at home. So this woman, as she put her bag down, she went into the kitchen. She started cooking. She started doing this, and she started frying sugar plantain. I call it sugar plantain because it was overripe plantain. She's frying plantain, and she was busy in the kitchen. My brother said he had to give us, that he wanted to prepare her something to eat, but when he saw the way she was about the kitchen, that he had to step out. I told him, I said, wisdom is profitable to direct. Thank God you stepped aside for her to cook. When I came, she had eaten. She spread that in the sitting room. That wanting to show that this is my brother's house was really what she was about. She spread herself on the three-seater with toothpick in her mouth and watching TV. And you're like, hey, welcome. So I was like, auntie, welcome. Hey, how was your journey? She said, fine. I said, hope everybody's fine. She said, she said, no, she has eaten. I said, oh, okay. And I called my younger brother. I said, what did you give auntie to? He said, it's another day's talk. I said, okay. When he started talking like that, I was like, it's okay. So I entered the kitchen. I noticed my kitchen was upside down. When I say upside down, I said upside down. She had fried plantain. She had done this one, she had cooked this one, she had cooked that one. I was said, oh, well and good. Guess what? I already had my soup in the fridge. I had food in the fridge that they would have set her with. But since she decided to cook out, I left her food for her. If I had known, if I had the sense that I have now back then, I would have settled her eating her food very well. After all, part of my husband's money is inside. I would have eaten it very well, but I left her food. I brought her my food from the refrigerator, heat up my food, and I ate. Prepared dinner for my husband. When my husband came, I served my husband. And I asked her, I said, auntie, which one do you want? She said, no, when she's ready, she will go and eat. After all, it's her house. I said, sorry, ma. Indeed, it's your house, ma. Feel free. So I entered my bedroom. I left her brother to gist. On this particular visit, I think she stayed about 2 days, making sure that she made me understand that she was in her kitchen. She was in her house. My dear sister, I gave her space. We were like two wives marrying one husband. I allowed her space. So when she finishes cooking, I will go and do my cooking. Or if I am fast enough, I will do my cooking before she will go and do her cooking gingerly. When she finished with her drama, oh boy, she packed her load. She go her house. I stayed in my husband's house. And I'm still enjoying my life. The purpose of this story is to help you know that no matter what you face in your in-laws' house, you can make your marriage work if your life is not threatened. If your life is threatened, it is time to ship up or to check out. It is time to check out if your life is threatened. Our in-laws are no devils. They are in-laws and they are God's best for us. It's just wisdom we need in handling them. If you enjoyed this story, please let me know in the comment section. If you ever had an in-law trouble, let me know in the comment section. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.